Hey, it's Andy with IT Supplies. We've just begun shipping two brand new EPSON SureColor 44-inch printers. This one is called the EPSON P8570D, and this one is called the EPSON T7770D. At first glance, they look nearly identical, and at second glance, they still look nearly identical. Today, we're going to tell you a few things that are different between the two models, and then we're going to walk around both of these beautiful printers, push all the buttons, open all the covers, and tell you about all the brand new features that EPSON has built into these bad boys. Stay tuned. Let's start by talking about the name badges on these two printers, the EPSON P8570D and the EPSON T7770D. The P8570D is part of the EPSON P series photo line of printers. This means that it is intended for photographic print quality. The T7770D belongs to EPSON's T series of technical printers. These printers are designed to produce technical drawings for the architecture, construction, and engineering industries where sharp lines, bright colors, and fast print turnarounds are critical. Understanding where EPSON has targeted these two printers to be used, now let's look at the three differences EPSON has built into the printers in order to service these different user bases. The first difference is the ink set. Both printers use 6 color ink sets. They each have cyan, magenta, yellow, photo black, and matte black inks. That's 5 inks that they share, but the 6th ink is different. In the P8570D, EPSON has included a gray ink in that 6th slot, as they know that photographers value accurate grayscales, depth in shadow areas, and neutral black and white prints. In the T7770D, EPSON has opted for a red ink in the 6th slot. This chromatic red ink helps to extend the color gamut to offer brighter and bolder colors for poster and technical drawings. The second difference is in the print modes. Both of these printers use the same print head that moves at the same speed. Where you will notice a difference is in the print modes offered. On the T7770D, EPSON has given users the ability to print in one-pass draft mode, as they know that many technical drawings don't need heavy ink density or vibrant colors. They just need lines printed accurately, and they need it done immediately. One-pass draft mode allows the T7770D to print up to 1,400 square feet per hour. On the other hand, EPSON knows that the P8570D is being used for photographic printing, so they've built their print driver without the offering of 1 and 2 pass print modes, as that won't give the image quality that customers expect from the P series photo printers. So, if your application demands the fastest print speeds and you're willing to sacrifice ink density, then we'd steer you towards the T7770D. The final difference is strictly visual, and it's going to begin our walk around of these two printers. If you look here, you'll notice that the back plastic cladding on the P8570D is gray, while the plastic on the back of the T7770D is the same white color as the rest of the printer. Besides the badges on the front of the printers, this is the only physical difference that you'll observe when standing next to both printers. So now let's take a closer look at the form and function of everything EPSON has built into these brand new printers. First, let's look at the touchscreen panel. This is where you'll control everything from the printer. So all of your maintenance, your paper input, unloading, loading, all of your paper settings. You can also see down here that there is a USB connection. So this is new for the P series, but being able to print from a USB thumb drive with image files. Something else new in the P series to the P series line, also on the T series, is Wi-Fi printing. So being able to print without needing an Ethernet cable. Now let's take a look at the all-new dual-roll media system from EPSON. Model numbers. So this new system allows you to either input 2 rolls of media or use this bottom roll as your input feed and this top roll as a take-up reel. These are now spindle systems, no longer spindleless. And so you'll remove these from the printer, load with the spindle through the media, and re-input into the printer. Something cool about the new design is that it automatically loads media between the first and the second roll. So you're responsible for locking it into place, but from there, EPSON takes over and loads the media in. You can also see this upper paper output tray. So this can be used either to output rolls of paper over the top of it, or it can be used as a cut sheet input tray for loading cut sheets of paper. Right here is a retractable catch basket. So instead of having a catch basket that sticks off the front of the printer that needs to be assembled, this one is built into the printer and can be easily retracted when not in use. So whether you're using cut sheets, roll sheets that are then cut, or roll to roll, EPSON's made it very easy to switch between different workflow options. Let's look now at the ink bay, where you'll be changing your inks. These are the starter inks that were shipped with the printer. They're 240 milliliters. They're available for purchase in 110, 350, and 700 mil sizes. You can see that there's a bunch of empty space inside the ink cabinet, and so this is great for storage on this model, but you see all the extra space that's going to be used for new models, the DL models, which will have bulk ink bags that are slotted into a cabinet right here. So those models are coming. You can see where that space is going to be used. This is where you'll change out your maintenance cartridge. So as your waste ink is flushed down out of the system, this is where it collects. So you'll need to change this periodically. EPSON's put it easily in reach on the front of the printer so that you can roll this printer up against another printer or up against the wall and not have to roll it out in order to access it. EPSON's also included a print head access cover right here for cleaning around the print head. You can reach the print head through this cover. You could also do it from the back through another cover, and then one through the top for getting at the capping station, cleaning around the capping station. You can see the platen in the P8570D has borderless printing zones. No longer are there sponges to collect that, but instead there's this recessed groove system that feeds down into two maintenance tanks that are changed periodically as these fill up. So this is really important if you're printing a lot of posters, borderless posters, as you won't have to change those sponges anymore or risk having ink come up to the back of the media. It's all collected here easily. So that's it for the walk around on these two printers. I hope this video has been helpful as a first look overview of the EPSON P8570D and the T7770D. If you want to see these printers in action, give us a call to schedule an in-person demo in our Chicagoland Demo Center. If you have any questions, we'd love to hear from you in the comments below or at itsupplies.com/questions. A few times a month, Jeff and I will sit down and answer those questions in a podcast conversation that we're calling the Extended Gamut. Thanks for watching this video, and we hope to hear from you soon.